Welcome to Video Game Splashdown.
Welcome to the video game. Take a little dive. That was water.
That was wild.
I'm just trying to get back into it.
I know, right?
I'm trying to get into the groove.
Yeah. No, I'll start.
Okay, here you go.
I said I'll start.
Okay.
Okay. So I started playing. Oh, you didn't do anything.
Playing on...
No, so I actually have...
I'm playing Monster Hunter.
So I have 3 new games that I'm playing. Now, I'm trying to figure this out for this series that we're doing now, how to do it without saying I'm playing the same every week. So this week, I did different things. So last week, I played different things, and this week, I'm playing different things.
I like this.
The first thing I did was Super Mario World on the SNES emulator on the Switch. I went through the whole game.
That's what's up.
It's a great Super Nintendo game.
It's so good.
Maybe one of the best Super Nintendo games of all time outside of Link to the Past. Fantastic. Lots of fun. And Clay Fighter. Clay Fighter's... If anyone knows what Clay Fighter is on Super Nintendo, you're a cool person.
I wish they put it on the emulator, bro.
Clay Fighter?
Yeah.
Not good. I don't want to... I mean, it's a fighting game. It's not a... Regardless, I wasn't playing that. Super Mario Bros. Or Super Mario World's fantastic. I don't think you have any thoughts on that too much, but...
I like that you can jump.
Yeah.
I like the music.
Cool. Yep, there you go.
And Yoshi's pretty sick.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the first thing I played. Do you want to alternate this, or do you want to...
Yeah. I'll alternate it.
Or do you want me to just keep going?
You can keep going.
I can keep going? Okay, I'll keep going. Yeah. A friend of the podcast and contributor to the podcast, if you listen to our Game of the Year stuff, Melanie, picked me up a game for Christmas, and I got Fire Emblem Engage.
Oh,
which
jelly,
is,
so jelly.
It's a ton of fun.
People say that shit anymore. I'm jealous, motherfucker.
No one says that, dude. No one says I'm jelly.
Then I'm fucking furious. No, I'm a jealous.
Yeah, it's so I like it more than Three Houses.
No, you don't. They do not.
I
Take
do.
that back.
But a lot of that's
about
because
shit.
Three Houses is all about relationships and not about the combat, and it showed, I think, in the game. And the combat for Engage so far has been like way better. The maps are the maps themselves way better.
Maps look better.
You have more options. Like there's different routes to get to the point you need to go to. You know,
you can pincer people a little bit more.
What's up?
Pincer people.
You can pincer people. Yep,
got
that's
a
right.
pincer.
Sorry, pincer.
That's literally Tactics Ogre. It's like all I'm doing is I'm trying to make 4 characters be able to pincer enemies. That's what I'm doing.
Well, I was like, when you play Three Houses and you have a flying unit, that flying unit, and because of the way the maps are set up, there's not a lot of maps I feel like that really hinder ground units in the way they usually are in the games. Like in the regular games, like the older ones, there's rivers, there's only bridges here and there. You know, there's a lot of mountains. So like ground units can only go a certain way a lot of the times, if not like 1 or 2 ways.
Yeah, you can like go through huge bushes now and stuff.
Like Dragon Riders and Pegasus Knights now feel a little more like important because they are able to, like they used to overcome all that stuff.
Okay, so you can't like go through like rivers and stuff and engage.
Engage. No, in Standard Fire Emblem you can't do that. Period. That's an obstacle.
Yeah,
you
except
can fly
for
over
the
it.
3
houses. And 3 houses, can you cross rivers?
I don't know.
Okay, I don't know either. But
I don't even know if they have any.
There weren't that many. Those weren't like a lot of. They weren't on a lot of maps, in my opinion.
Yeah,
so,
there's not a lot of opinion. There's not a lot of maps that have obstacles for foot soldiers.
It all comes down to the combat feeling fantastic in Engage, which is what I miss. The weapon triangle's back.
I like that.
There's the new combination class where you can have 2 people in one.
I've heard mixed reviews on that one.
Yeah, that's it's up to you. I like it, but it is definitely like a little callbacky, like a little too referential, self-referential, right?
I guess.
It's very self-referential about it because they're all old Fire Emblem protagonists. So you're like, oh great, you just got all the old people in here.
Have you been shining up your rings? Shining them up?
Can you shine them up?
As of right today that this is being released, they did the honest trailers about the game, and it made me laugh a lot because they were ripping it to shreds. And that's one of the things that they were making fun of was
that's dumb.
You can shine rings,
but you can polish your gym badges in Pokemon, so I don't see how it's much different than that.
I mean, that's also fucking stupid. It's not real.
Yeah.
Why are you polishing something that's not real for no benefit?
You don't have to.
Talking to you.
It's all out. I mean, it's just.
Why do you do that? Let me know in the chat.
But that's like saying, why can you light a cigarette in Metal Gear Solid 4?
Because it's cool.
Doesn't do anything.
Smoking's awesome.
Doesn't do anything in the game, but you can do it.
It's not,
right?
kids. Don't do it.
So, I don't know. Fire Emblem Engage is awesome. I'm gonna say that. I think it's great.
I want to play it very badly. You made me, so one of the games I'm playing now is Fire Emblem Three Houses again, because I haven't done the I don't even know the house, but the yellow bow guy,
Claude, Golden Deer.
Yeah.
Golden,
so I've never done that storyline, so I'm gonna do that one.
Golden something.
Yeah. Well, I'm waiting for you.
Well, that's the real storyline, so you should do that one.
Oh, is it?
It's that's why that game pisses me the hell off. That's the only storyline that interacts with the actual world. Like everything else is like a lot more personal, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But like when it comes to the actual lore and like legends in this game, the only storyline that really goes to that is Claude's, and you're like, well, why would I?
That's crazy.
Like the main bad guy of that one is like not even in the other two storylines. 3.
Really?
Yeah. It's insane.
Well, that's cool. That you're giving me excitement to like beat it.
It's the coolest one. It's the coolest one.
Cool.
Yeah, I like it a lot. And
I like the dating simulators. Yeah.
I don't. It's so
pissant.
It's so piss poor in that one. That I really.
It's worse in this one. And
no,
Engage.
There isn't. It's not a part of Engage.
That's why
really.
That's why it's bad.
It's not. Well, you can't. It's not really like Fire Emblem wasn't that until like
what
the later 3DS ones.
Yeah.
And Three Houses.
Yeah.
And I would argue that that's not the Fire Emblem I want. I want Engage because it's all combat. It's all tactical.
Engage.
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
But it's called Engage. How are you supposed to get engaged if you can't? You know.
Oh, that's what that means, huh? It's not about engaging.
Fire Emblem
rings, no.
Engage.
No, engaging is referring to the rings. Like you engage with the ring, and that's the combination thing.
That's stupid.
It's a dumb name, but it is what it is. So
yeah,
I will. And the art style is hit or miss.
The
main characters I think is interesting looking.
No, he looks like a toothpaste.
He looks like he's from Yuri on Ice.
Well, I keep hearing that everyone it's like two like main characters smushed into one. It's like
it's supposed to be someone that's.
It's really weird.
It's not. Yeah, Alir is the character. Is not really.
I don't know why they can't just let you create a fucking character. It doesn't make any sense. Like give you a basic.
I wouldn't want that.
Why? You
Well,
are a nobody. You're a nobody
houses,
name.
outside of no, you're not. Outside of Three Houses.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
You're always a voiced protagonist, and there's usually like a lot of personality that comes with that, and like you have a father and a mother, so there has to be some kind of like
semblance. Yeah.
Byleth is Byleth I think is a terrible protagonist from Fire Emblem. Like he doesn't even talk, and so that leaves a lot of like it takes away a lot of like the cool nuance that could happen with a character like Roy and Eliwood and Hector and Lynn.
Yeah.
You know, Crom, Lucina, all these interesting people with personalities.
If they talk, then I'm with you. But if they don't talk, I'm totally against you. So I feel like if you're gonna make my protagonist not talk or do anything, then let me make it.
If you have a silent protag, then especially when you're Byleth, who's literally like someone who's doesn't even look remotely like his dad at all. Yeah. So what's the point? Like Byleth should have been more customizable, I guess, but beyond that, like I'm okay with the name protagonist. They're usually pretty interesting. Alir so far I can't say. I think this is one of I think the most critiques of this game have said the story doesn't really go anywhere special. It's kind of a standard like hero against evil story, which is like, okay, that's fine. I'm not looking for too much. Three Houses had, I know I critiqued it earlier, but all three of those storylines actually have satisfying resolutions at least.
Yeah.
And like good story ones. And I think of the spear guy, I can't remember his name, but his story I think really was like really well done, like extremely personal. Did you you did his? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So spoilers, like his doesn't really address anything going on in the world. It's literally all about him and Edelgard,
right?
And like them drifting, and like her in the end, her being like that in challenge, like in the final cutscene where that all has to go down is heartbreaking, but also like really it's a good resolution.
Yeah, agreed.
So Fire Emblem Engage is fun.
That's cool. I'm excited to play it.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to trade you tactics for that for a little bit.
I will be super down for that, man. Tactics Ogre Reborn is what you said.
Ogre, which is the one I'm playing too, but I said that last week. Still playing that, but I'm probably gonna switch focus over to because I enjoy the tactics of
Three Houses
a lot more.
It's a less mean game to you, also.
Well, there's a part of me though that doesn't like that. I don't like a game that's super easy.
Well, do you play it on Classic or do you play it on where the characters respawn?
Oh, absolutely never respond. That's bullshit.
Okay, you played on classic.
Oh yeah, classic.
Okay, so you're doing classic. You're doing hard mode classic if you
That's
want.
what I'm doing on this one.
That's what I'm doing for Engage.
Yeah,
and it's way more interesting.
It's way more interesting.
I'm doing a no restart. So if someone dies, I have to keep going on.
With no restart, you can do that.
No, that's my own personal thing I'm doing. So like a lot of people that when they have a Fire Emblem character die, they'll restart the whole battle. You know, if I have a character that dies, I'm just gonna keep pushing forward and move on.
I like that. I'm gonna do that for this one too.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's cool. That's a
like
good idea.
An actual like warpath behind me that
yeah,
I don't know.
It makes like your decisions not just like, oh fuck it, I don't care, just go here. You know.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
have to like figure it out. Yeah.
The last game I'm playing is
Dead Space.
No, so it's a little ditty called Death Stranding.
Wait, seriously?
yeah. And it's really good.
Is it good?
Yeah, I love it.
I thought you were shitting on it.
No, I love it. I absolutely love it.
Why?
I don't know.
I own it. I own that game. I bought it when it was like $5 on Steam.
Good for you.
Never played it.
It's free for me because I have the PSN
thing. Yeah.
So.
Is it worth it? Should I just test it out? I own it. So should I just try playing it a little bit? Why do you like it?
Let me explain why I like it and the hang-ups that I have to tell you. Like I have to say there are a few things that like Okay, so first off, this is if you
don't know.
I love hiking. I love outdoors. This is a game
for you
where you just hike.
You just hike?
So the whole game you're a delivery man. There's action, but you are encouraged to never kill, and enemies always respawn, as far as I can tell. So there's action. It's not focal. I know there are boss fights later on. I did have one boss fight. They aren't fantastic. It's the weakest part of the game so far is the combat. That's out of the way. You spend about, I think, 5 to 3% of your game in combat. Most of this game is walking, is managing the load on your back that you're carrying, trying to deliver, making sure that you are not tripping and falling and damaging the goods,
right,
and delivering them from place to place.
And why did this game win a lot of awards?
It's Hideo Kojima, first off, right?
No, I know that, and he is one of my favorite people ever. I just feel like this game got so much praise, and I
think it deserves a lot of it.
Okay,
for sure. The amount of systems that are going on under the hood in this game that you do get tipped off to you, is insane.
Cool.
Balancing the weight that you have on your back, making sure you have the right exoskeleton to help support you. If you want one that has more power that lets you carry more, or do you want one that lets you move faster? Right. That like there's one thing. That's just one thing. That's one system that you have to worry about, your exoskeleton. Another one you have to worry about is the rainfall, right? So in this game, when it's raining, rain is actually called timefall, and it makes things older when it touches them, which naturally means that the goods you're carrying on your back are going to slowly get damaged.
Oh.
So you have to worry about the rain factor. Eventually, I just unlocked weather reports, so like a weather report system. So now I can see weather. Yeah. So that's helpful there. But you can also build things in the environment to help make it easier. So if it started raining like crazy, what you could do is build a temporary shelter, and you can wait it out underneath it. Which is, by the way, you have a button that says "wait it out," not just wait there. So,
nice. That's nice.
There's another
that's
system.
Nice.
There's no system there. There's also some. Now the enemies are called BTs, right? That's what they call them, bridge something, but BTs, and you can't see them normally. And so what you have is a baby on your chest called a bridge baby that alerts you. Well, and it's only when it's raining, when there's BTs nearby. A thing will shoot out, and a light with 3 prongs on it will start like doing this and like snapping together. And the faster it snaps, the closer you are to a monster. There's another system you have to worry about. When it spins, you need to be careful. So they all are interacting based on sound. So if you crouch and then you hold R1, which R1 is the button that's for holding your breath, you can start walking away. But you have a stamina meter that will go down over time, so you have so much time to hold your breath. And if you let it go when it runs out, you do a big breath, which would alert someone near you. So there's that system to worry about. On top of that, you have your own health to worry about, which can go down from when you trip and fall to when you walk on bad terrain because your boots wear out. Oh, your boots can wear out? There's no system to worry about. Oh, maybe I don't want to walk.
Is this the first time you've ever played this game?
Yeah, maybe I want to ride a bike. Maybe I want to have an electric motorcycle that can just do that, but that has limited delivery options for your packages. But hey, I'll do that. Oh, I have to worry about the battery. Okay, well maybe I'll build a generator. Oh, I need some more metal. Maybe I'll go harvest some metal materials that are out there. It's insane.
Weird.
How much is going on in this game?
Okay.
I know I just ranted for way too long.
You did. It was a really long time. I'm bored. No, I was playing.
But like,
You're making me honestly want to try it.
I mean, if you already have it, go ahead and give it a shot.
Try it. Why not?
Like it's a bit of a slow start. I'll tell you that for sure.
That
and you can kind of.
I knew it was.
But it's also a game that if you're not a patient person,
you're not gonna be in.
You're gonna have a harder time with it because to me, like I'm playing on PS5, Director's Cut. It is gorgeous.
Well, yeah, I bet yours looks great. Mine won't look as good as that.
No matter like the vistas that you can see in the distance, you know, they look like natural landscapes. It doesn't look like it doesn't look like someone developed a gaming landscape. It looks like actual landscape. It's amazing.
I love that.
And the creeks in the water that you see, the water looks amazing too. Like whoa, the characters are somewhat interesting. Guillermo del Toro has been fully mocapped into this game as a character. That's interesting. So it has Norman Reedus, obviously, because you play as Norman Reedus. So is Mads Mikkelsen. Mads Mikkelsen is a character in it. There's a lot of cool shit.
Well, I know he's a bad guy, right?
No, not that I know of. If he is, then I don't know that he's a bad guy.
Well, I mean, literally in all the trailers, but whatever. You've never seen a trailer for this fucking game?
No. I mean, I might have watched one like a couple of years ago, but this is one of those games where I ignored, and it turns out I probably shouldn't have ignored it because I'm actually really loving it. But it's also a very long game.
Interesting. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, I'll give it a shot. I think you'll probably like it a lot more than me. But that's good going into it with the right mindset, because I was gonna go into it with action game, and why everyone was upset with it is because, and I think that's probably wise. People thought this was gonna be like Metal Gear Solid type, and then it was a package delivery game, which sounds, from what you're saying, very cool.
It's
and a very how do you say that word?
Interesting or integral?
No, connecting, like many pieces.
Interconnected.
No, that's not the right word. That's okay.
I mean, there's a lot of emergent things that happen too, which is interesting. Like the systems play off each other and create these random scenarios. They're like, oh, okay, only this is happening to me, you know, and that's kind of cool.
That is cool.
But it's, you know, whether you like it or hate it, and because it's definitely a divisive game, I think, based on like. Okay, it might have been advertised more of an action game, because I do remember that thing where it shows Mads Mikkelsen like leading a squad into a sewer.
Yeah,
that's much more action oriented seeming than the game is.
Right.
And there's action in it, but you're not like pulling out a pistol and capping people in the head. I haven't even gotten a real gun. I have 2 guns in this game, and I'm like 12 hours in. One of the guns is like a super taser that'll knock guys out if I hold on long enough. The other one shoots a wire that ties guys up. That's all I have.
Can you just shoot anyone though with that? Like even like your friends?
No, it's not that kind of game.
Come on.
It's not.
I want to just tase the shit out of my best buddy. Just a prank, bro.
Well, you can't do that in Metal Gear Solid.
What?
You can't do that in Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, you can.
Well, everyone's a bad guy in Metal Gear Solid, but you can't just kill like NPCs like that, you know.
That is true.
So, and if it's gonna probably hold in the same laurels of that, you know.
Yeah, you're right.
It wasn't advertised as a GTA game, so I'm not expecting it to be GTA, but.
But every game is GTA because of GTA
not.
now.
What did you make us think last week? That was like that you couldn't kill someone and you were like it's a bad game or something.
Yeah, I can't remember either, but I was pretty
you were on
spicy
that one.
on it.
I was trying to remember what it was.
Gosh, no, I can't remember.
I can't remember either. But
Hitman? No, you can kill everyone in Hitman.
You can kill everyone, but then again, you're kind of the bad guy, so you kill anyone is
right.
fine.
Yeah. You are kind of the quote unquote bad guy.
Yeah, or the anti-hero, what do you want to call
it? Anti-hero.
Hentai hero?
Hentai hero.
Hentai hero.
So another game I'm playing. No.
So those are the games I'm playing: Death Stranding, Super Mario Bros., which I've kind of already retired,
cool.
and Fire Emblem Engage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Playing Tetris 99.
Yeah, classic.
That's how I go to bed too. I didn't say that last week. I won't say it again because I play it pretty much every day.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I play like usually, unless I'm like passing out, I play like a match before I go to bed, and it kind of just winds my brain down.
Good. That's good.
So yeah. But then and then I tried Fear and Hunger today, and it was a little too much for me. No, not too adult. It's just too dark. Like I didn't want to stay in that world or in that mindset. So it's not a game for me, even though I am so impressed as they made it in RPG Maker, and I'm insanely impressed that like it looks so good. And there's so many cool stuff. And it's just too, the subject matter sometimes is just way too, I'm like, it
crosses some boundaries.
If I'm in this,
I'm
in this, and I don't want to be in it. So
it crosses some boundaries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Yeah, that's it. I'm not playing
Really?
a ton right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
With some Tactics Ogre, and we did some Hitman.
Tactics Ogre and Hitman. I'm
Yeah.
playing Hitman all the time too. I love it and
Yeah.
hate it. I just lost an amazing sniper rifle today because the game fucked me, but that's okay. I was
Sounds like
so
about right.
mad, dude.
Did you? Zach actually already beat the roguelike mode once.
The whole thing?
Yeah, he got spawned. His last like face-off thing, he got spawned into a level, and he was like 10 feet from the person, like behind a wall. So he just hopped over the wall, killed him, and then like left.
Nice. That's what's up.
Like, so I was like, he's already beaten it. I wonder what he got actually as a reward.
I don't know. Yeah, let us know.
He just pulled it off Game Pass because you had talked about it. So
Yeah. Oh yeah.
so that's kind of cool.
Dude, that's what's up. It's it's free on Game Pass. It's awesome. It's super fun. I will say in this game mode, I've been very much more gun heavy, where I just like kind of go in guns blazing, which is probably why I'm not doing that great. Because I'm always trying to do the objectives, and it fucks me every time.
Yeah.
Every time I'm just like, God, I should have just went in, killed the guys, and left. I can do that.
Yeah.
So maybe I should just try it.
The last thing we probably should talk about is we streamed last night.
We
played
did.
a game called Kadelka.
We did stream Kadelka.
Kadelka. If any of the people who are listening to this that were here for that, thank you for checking in and saying hi.
Thanks for tuning in.
Super cool. We'll be streaming more, and we'll try and stream longer. But again, we both are busy individuals, so we can only do it so often. But we want to finish Kadelka and stream other stuff. So thanks if you were there, and if not, be at the next one.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do it more. We'll try to do it a little bit longer. And I mean, we enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun.
Tons of fun.
It was just fun playing games with you like that we've both never played before.
We also played Hitman. Each person had one control, basically. So Joel had movement and I had shooting. Went terrible. But we did kill like 200 people. Yeah. So kind of worked out.
Yeah. A lot.
Yeah. Anyways, that's what we've been playing.
Yeah.
Next segment. News.
Gaming news.
What's going on in the week?
What's in the news? I think that's something I forgot is I think last week I was like, I'm gonna make like a thing for the gaming news. I didn't take that part out in the
Oh, okay.
I didn't do that.
Okay, well,
this feels like a conversation
eventually.
One day.
Do you want to do this one first?
Yeah. So Harry Potter
came out.
Is out.
Great reviews.
A lot of good reviews. I did watch a little bit of some people playing it, and it looks very beautiful.
Yeah, I guess I've been hearing some stuff about the performance here and there, which makes me,
Yeah, I mean, I think that's every game, right? That's almost what we've gotten to. Also, if you are going to bitch about that, I'm not going to talk to you fully, but it is including you. If you're going to bitch about that and then say Pokemon is cool and such a good game, then you can fuck right off.
I didn't even give an opinion about it yet. Let me be clear. Joel automatically came against me. I gave no opinion about the game other than I've heard the performance is rough, and all of a sudden I can't talk about it anymore. I can't like it.
You can.
Or I can only like it. I can't complain about it.
You can't complain.
Even though I complained heavily about the performance of Pokemon. And
yeah.
Okay, now that we're past that, I'm going to give my opinion.
Yeah, you want to see your opinion.
So the performance I hear is like kind of, nothing's game breaking from what I've heard so far, but there is like pop in, like NPC glitching where like they'll walk away from the conversation, but the conversation will still be happening.
That kind of glitches are funny though.
Some frame dips, some of them are hilarious. Like it's not going to be like Edge or Cyberpunk, but it's not perfect. But I've been seeing like 8s to 9s to 10s across the board, which is great news for my wife because she's super excited. So I'll get to playing it eventually, I think. But since it comes out basically the day you're listening to this podcast, it's going to be her playing it for majority of the time.
Yeah,
which I'm fine with.
Yeah,
I've got enough that I'm playing otherwise. So
yeah, but it looks fun. It looks exciting. Again, I think it is weird that there's not a morality system.
That's what we were talking about. That's what you were saying.
What we were talking about last
you were saying this game you should be able to kill anyone.
Oh yeah,
you're
right.
No damn
it
sense.
Was this game.
That's not even. It makes no damn sense at all to me.
It does. It makes tons of sense.
It's not a GTA game.
It doesn't matter. Open world games. There's no place for open world games where you can't just do whatever you want.
I don't.
Stupid.
That's every open world game outside of. What game can you do that in?
I mean, in Witcher, I could just kill anyone I want.
No, you can't. You can't even pull your sword out, and you can get arrested right away if you do that in the castle.
Yeah, but
and you can't kill anyone.
I can kill everybody.
No, if you pull your sword out and slash someone at a castle, you're gonna get murdered instantly. You can't kill most people in villages; they run away. If you do, you're gonna get arrested, and then they respawn. So you can't do that in Witcher. You can't even go drink at the bar and get like wasted with anyone you see. You can just kind of go and order beer, drink it, and walk around and be drunk.
Yeah.
You can't do whatever you want in The Witcher.
Well, Cyberpunk.
Okay, I say. Well, let's talk about good games though.
I don't know. What other open world games? Elden Ring. I can kill anyone I want in Elden Ring.
They're all enemies though, except
No
for
NPCs. I can kill NPCs.
Not every NPC.
Well, yeah, they do actually. This is the first time they've
Yeah.
ever shielded like hardcore NPCs like that. I feel like.
There's other. I mean, the shielded, yes, but you can't kill every NPC in any Dark Souls game.
Well, fuck.
There are some NPCs you can't even get to. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'm wrong, but it's fucking
I think
stupid.
GTA is a game where you could do that, but Harry Potter is not. It's a kids franchise.
Yeah, but like again, if I can kill people in your dumbass game, then I should be able to do whatever I want. Fight me.
I just feel like that's such a niche perspective on that.
No, I just want that. I want the freedom to be able. If my teacher's pissing me off, I want to make them burst into spiders. What the fuck is wrong with that? Give me that game.
Just okay.
And have them respond after.
Yeah. All right.
know.
There's no morality system in that game.
Yeah, it is what it is. I think
Yep.
it will still be fun.
I think you're a good guy in that game. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're a good boy.
But that would make sense since you're the hero of the story and it's a kids franchise. So.
Yeah. Boo. I don't want it.
What's your other news?
No, you go now.
Oh, it's my turn. The big news. Well, a small bit first.
Do it.
The Switch has now outsold the Game Boy and the PS4.
Really?
122.55 million units sold.
Woo, baby. Give me
So,
some of that money.
There is
That's
an
cool.
argument to be made that this might, if it goes for another 3 years, it might outsell the PS2 or the DS.
Yeah, well, Switch
And that
2
would
is going to
be-
come out and change the game.
Yeah, I really want it to be called the Super Switch, but I don't think it's come out till
The
20.
Super Switch? That would actually be cool.
That's sick. And not until like I don't think that's come out till
How about the
2025 or
Super Switch Endo?
something. Okay. I wouldn't expect to see that till like 2025
Okay.
or the
It's already leaked that it's coming out this year.
Where did that leak?
It's online. Look it up. Look it up right now.
No,
Say
there's a bunch
Switch
of-
2 leak.
There's a bunch of fan theories, but there's nothing like real.
Nah, it's leak.
Nintendo themselves have said that they're not.
Yeah, but they always lie. Nintendo, you always lie.
Who hurt you, dude?
Nintendo, because they always lie.
Do they always lie?
Yeah, man. You said Pokemon's gonna be good.
Well, they never tell me it'd be good. I said it'd be good.
They say every game's gonna be good.
Yeah. Well, then we buy it, and then you played Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah, I did. That game sucks ass,
So
dude.
much ass. I read a line yesterday that said The Witcher's getting a full remake. It's like, oh, when did this happen? And I clicked on it, and it was a story from 2021. And I was like, oh,
This is not happening.
fake as shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
because that
We wouldn't know by
they're
now if that
fucking
was-
tanked, dude.
Yeah.
Well, not really. Probably, I think they started selling a lot more because they have fixed some things and the anime
No, it's a fine game
popped
now.
off.
It's a fine game now. I think it's a.
It's just okay.
It's
It just
no, I think it's a competent game. I think if it was released in this state now, it'd come out to like 9s and 10s, to be honest. But
yeah,
it didn't.
but it didn't.
So
That's lame. Well, I
Um,
have. I mean, so it's more so a debate.
oh, I need to be opinionated. Okay.
So the day before, we talked about this a tiny bit before the podcast, but the day before is a
Oh yeah.
infected slash like multiplayer. I don't even know if it's single player or not. Like I don't know if you can just
The
play
day
it
before.
like without people online, but it's pretty much this game. This trailer came out like I think around like 2020 or 2021, and it just looks phenomenal. And it was like showcasing like in a city. The city looks fantastic.
Oh, it's an MMO.
It's an MMO. Okay, so it just looked like a very fun. Like the fighting is very scrappy, like in The Last of Us. And so that was something that I was really excited about and looking forward to.
Yeah,
I kind of
now.
almost forgot about the game, but it's been coming back in the news a lot because people are saying that they feel like this might be a scam because they keep delaying it, and then it got pulled off of Steam because of copyright naming. I don't know.
It's the Last of Us font, basically. So.
It is, right? It looks.
Yeah.
It's very much like The Last of Us.
And
It's like what they were trying to do.
Apparently, one of the reasons why so it got delayed to November now. this year.
Yeah.
Apparently, one of the reasons is they're changing engines, but it seems like they're changing engine releases and like a a newer version of something rather than a whole new engine.
Right.
So.
Yeah, and so they just put out some new footage of their video game. Check it out if you want to, if you're interested. And people are saying that it does not even come close to comparing to what they had showed before. And this is what they are fearing is going to be what the actual game is going to look like, which is going to be just something not that special comparatively. Yeah. So,
I mean, I'm not a big MMO guy, but it's certainly an interesting scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah.
What's my next story?
Super interesting.
I think it's interesting. Jedi Survivor news. This is a quick thing. I'm gonna do this one a little fast and go to my next one. But
I'm not.
Jedi Survivor's got a 9-minute gameplay trailer out there.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
If you guys want to watch it, go watch it.
Why did you tell me to watch it before we started this?
It didn't matter. So, I'm not spending time on this one. We're going fast. It's more of the same. It looks better. So if you're a fan of Jedi Fallen Order, you're gonna like this as well.
Is it gonna have puzzles? Because fuck those stupid.
There were
puzzles.
There were a few puzzles in the trailer.
I stopped playing the game. I didn't beat the game because of you and your fucking puzzles, Jedis.
But the puzzles in Jedi's Fallen Order are bad. So
They're
you're right.
horseshit.
You're right. Yeah, they are very. Yeah.
And the map setups are pretty bad in most of those levels. Like when they want you, there's some levels that I was like, where the fuck do I even go?
There's like a forested planet with stuff you have to jump across, like a little like a vat of like something, and I really hated that part. Anyways, I don't want to bash on that game too much. It's not a bad game. I just
I'm gonna bash on it. I wanted more death.
It's a known quantity if you guys have played the other one, so keep your eyes out for that. It's coming out this year.
It's gonna be horseshit.
Last thing I have to say for my stuff, because you have one more thing, right?
Yeah, I got one more thing.
So I'll close my stuff off right here.
Yeah.
Just wanted to pat Dwarf Fortress developers in the back. If you know what Dwarf Fortress is, you know what Dwarf Fortress is. But if you don't, it's probably the most in detailed sim game ever. Here's a quick scenario. So do you know what the game looks like?
No, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Dwarf Fortress?
No, what the fuck is this shit?
So it's a you remember RimWorld?
No.
Okay. So it's about managing a colony of dwarves. And you start with a couple dwarves and you build it out and you keep expanding, kind of like a RTS where you're expanding your empire, right? But this is a game where there's like a billion systems going on at once, and a lot of stuff just happens procedurally. So here's something like one guy was. I just read this story online. So this guy, his dwarves didn't ever learn how to cook correctly, so they only ate seafood. So they would only prepare seafood to eat, but then they would have a ton of seashells or shells left over from the seafood. So there would be shells piling up in the place as waste. So then they learned how to craft those shells and sell them, but then they learned how to embed gems into them and sell them for more. And so now they have an entire economy, and their entire place runs based off a shell economy because they couldn't learn how to eat correctly or couldn't learn how to prepare food correctly. Here's another one. You have a bar, and you have a couple dwarves that are too they get into bar fights too often. Like you have a rowdy dwarf, and they spill the beer all the time. Well, if a cat walks across it and a cat licks its paws, the cat can get drunk off it. So then you have a place full of drunk cats. So the stuff.
What is this fucking game?
The stuff that can actually happen in Dwarf Fortress is insane.
Okay, so it sounds like insane coding is what it sounds like.
It's insane coding, but it looks like the most simple game in the world. If you look at a picture of Dwarf Fortress right now, you would not think that's what this game is. If you go talk to David, though, our boy David, he'll tell you everything about it.
David,
our boy, Solar Sleeper David. Yeah, those are the graphics.
You're absolutely fucking wrong.
No, you should talk to David about it. Text David about it. He'll explain it way better than I will. But like, it is a insanely systems-driven.
I mean, that is
complicated
cool.
Simulation game.
Yeah, it's definitely not my cup of tea. Just already looking at it, I don't think that would be something that.
It's been in development for 20 years.
Yeah,
that's cool. They just did their first full Steam release because they ran out of money for development. They thought they would only sell 150,000 copies at best. They in 150,000 copies in 2 months. What they were going for, they sold 150,000 copies in 1 day.
Whoa!
And 2 months out, they've sold 600,000 copies.
Nice. Well, good job, guys.
Popped them at a $7 million profit.
Dude, so congrats. That's fucking awesome.
Big ups to those guys. Real proud of those people. I love it when like indie developers
Yeah, when they
come
pop
out
off,
and
dude.
really do it like that.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
You know,
Even if it's not a game like that, I would even enjoy it. I think that's a very cool story. Like Choo Choo Charles is like that. Like the dude who made Choo Choo Charles is just one guy.
Yeah.
One dude did that.
I mean,
And then he was like, I've made tons of games before this, but this is the one that like popped off, you know?
Well,
and it's
yeah.
like, that's like, it's just cool.
Well,
it's
it's like-
cool to see.
it's like the Undertale story, the Omori story,
Oh.
you know, the Chicory story, the Cherry, or the kind of the Hollow Knight story, but you know, these small people that have come out of nowhere, they've kind of used some crowdfunding means, and then but then they've made these massively amazing titles that end up being like iconic or memorable outside of just like being a game, you know?
Yeah.
Like Undertale was like industry shaking, I feel like, with how captivated everyone was with it, you know? And same with Hollow Knight. Like I feel like Hollow Knight's become one of the greatest Metroidvania games ever made.
It really is.
Next, you know, I would put Hollow Knight up next towards Symphony of the Night, you know, and Super Metroid.
What was the other one?
Super Metroid.
No, what was that?
Symphony of the Night.
Symphony. Oh,
Castlevania. Sorry.
I thought
You know,
you
it's
said
like-
Siffy the Night, and I was like, what game?
Civilus the Night.
What game is that?
Yeah. No,
dude?
it's like those levels. Like it's like that.
the
It's
fuck?
just really cool to see. Yeah, Dwarf Fortress is really cool. That's all I wanted to point out.
Cool.
You got your last bit?
So there's this game called Dwarf Fortress, and it fucking sucks. No, I didn't have anything. I lied.
Okay.
That was it. I only had two. I only had
Okay,
those
no, you're
two.
good, man.
Trepang 2 coming out soon.
Is it really?
No,
Okay. Still, there's nothing on it, right?
yeah, they're in development hell, I think.
Okay. Because like I've.
Have you played the trailer? I mean, the
no,
demo for it?
I wanted to wait. I thought it was going to be coming out sooner than when you told me about it a year and a half ago. But
yeah,
I
did too.
I
It was
would do-
supposed to come out, I think, last year, or it was supposed to be out like right now.
I would do anything to play more quote unquote fear games.
Yeah, bro.
And also, Fear 1 could use a remake, not Dead Space.
Yeah, like why aren't we remaking that? Someone out there in the world, in the ethos, remake Fear 2.
No, Fear 1. Fear 1's better.
Yeah, that's true. Remake Fear 1.
Remake
That's right.
Fear 1, and then if it does well, which it will, make Fear 2.
Yeah.
And then we can talk about Fear 3 in the end.
No,
Because
fuck
Fear 3 is not the same kind of game.
It's bad.
Yeah. I don't know if it's bad. It's just not.
It's bad.
Yeah. I mean, 2 is a big departure already. So
But I liked 2.
2 is cool.
2 is spooky
well then,
still.
what are you looking forward to playing, whether it's out or not out?
Power Worlds, #1 favorite.
We didn't talk about that last week, huh?
Oh, dude, I cannot wait. They've been dropping some little nuggies here and there on like they just did like a new trailer for their game. I can't wait. I honestly do think that this game, if done properly, has the ability to compete with Pokemon. And and this is what I mean with Pokemon. I don't mean the franchise as a total. I mean as their games. So what I think this will be is if they make a game that's good enough that people like the systems. Pokemon is not going to turn into some crazy thing where you can Pokemon have machine guns and you can eat Pokemon. It's never going to do that.
I hope not.
But what is going to happen if Power World succeeds the way I think it might is they're actually going to have to make good games and put some fucking work in because they have no competition. I think I've listened to handful of people talk about that, and I think that's the #1 reason why Pokemon people are fucking lazy as shit because they do not.
There's
You
no
have
incentive.
no
Yeah.
competition at all. None of these other games have been good. Temtem is maybe the closest a game has been to being as good in the limelight.
But
Sure, there's some like other smaller ones that like people like will enjoy maybe more than Pokemon or whatever. But as a whole.
Temtem felt like flash in the pan more than
right.
You know? Like it hasn't. Like I think we've talked about before. It
Yeah.
doesn't have the support we thought it'd have.
Right. So if this game can come out, explode, and then the developers can do a good job with maintaining it, adding to it, etc., keeping the world like alive, and honestly, making an anime, how fucking awesome would that be to just see like an anime about some
Jeez.
Pokemon running around like blasting people?
I think Power World needs a lot more people behind it right now. If it's,
We'll see.
Yeah. So
People are saying it's gonna be good.
it needs to come out and not be bad. That's
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
It needs to not be bad. It needs to be like an 8 to 9 out of 10.
Yeah,
If it's bad, that's a big bummer.
it's a day one purchase for me,
Yeah.
100%.
And-
So
well-
I'm for sure gonna get it.
It's gonna be on Xbox also.
Yeah.
But it's not gonna be on PS5, so I'm not gonna play it.
Womp womp.
I'll play it at your house.
Yeah, you can play it with me.
But yeah, I mean, I'm cautious about it. But again, I think I've only seen like a handful of gameplay trailers, and not much else. So I'd like to see more. I'd like to see like what the systems in that game are, like what's going under the hood. What's going on under the hood in that game? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like what is really how RPGs is going to be, how brutal is it really going to be? Because if it can be like super brutal, like
I mean, you can literally make your Pokemon like laborers and make it be forced to work in a workshop.
no, I mean like the combat. Like how is
Oh,
that?
you can just shoot people in the face.
Yeah, okay. So what I'm saying
It's
is
gonna be cartoony as fuck though. It's not gonna be like
that's what I'm saying though. Like cell damage cartoony or like Tie the Tasmanian Tiger. Cartoony,
I think
you know?
what it's gonna be is it's gonna be dark content you can eat, to survive if like because it is like they said in the recent like update of what they were talking about is you will have to survive out there, and if that means eating one of your Pokemon or whatever these things that are Palmons, then you do it. And so what that means is they'll probably show you eating it, but it's probably not gonna be like you ripping it. It's just gonna be it's gonna be more comedy. I feel like because that's what this game is goofy.
See,
It's not.
This
is not going to be wow, the darkest crazy story, or it's not going to be wow, this is exactly like Pokemon. What this is it's going to be, I think, kind of what you're talking with Death Stranding. It looks like it has multiple facets to it, right? It has action. You can just run around catching, your Palmons. You can run around with shooting them in the face instead of catching them. There are slavers and all these other like crazy things that are trying to like take them and do stuff. So I don't know, man.
I just think I need to see more of what's going on under the hood with it because I'm very intrigued by the concept of Pokemon with guns, but I also understand that could be that someone could fail to execute that really easily. You know what I mean?
Hey, you're not wrong. It is going to succeed or just crumble. That's what I don't think that there's a middle ground for this one.
It's going to be great or bad.
It's going to be great or bad.
Yeah, we'll see. I want it to be great.
Me too.
I want to see more though.
Me too. Man.
You looking forward to that?
Yeah, that's the main one. That's good.
Okay. I haven't bought it yet, but there are 2 games that are not out that I really want to check out. The first one is called Vampire Survivor, which is a known quantity. Everyone knows what Vampire Survivor is. Oh, okay. It's a top-down wave battler, but it's a lot of procedurally generated abilities that you can get based on the levels, and it's auto battling, right? So all you're doing is moving the character around, and then the effects automatically happen. And then as it kills the enemies around you, I'll show you a video after this.
I'm not interested.
Yes, but the reason why I want to check it out, it's $5. People are putting hundreds of hours into this game.
Why?
Because
they don't have a life?
Apparently that's how deep it is.
What does that mean?
Because incredibly deep, apparently.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
How can a game like this be deep if you can't even if the computer is doing all the work for you?
I mean, the auto attacks are based on meters that just go off, but you will move around and you dodge and you run and stuff. But it's top down. It's like picks. I'll show you later because I'm not sure why it's so deep either. But like people are putting time into this.
I think people are liars,
and I need to figure this out because there were a lot of people that also threw this as their game of the year last year.
I thought you said it wasn't out yet.
No, it came out this year. Last year. I said a few games that are already out I want to talk about.
Already. Got it.
The other one I forgot what it was, so this is the one I'm obviously more interested in now. Dwarf Fortress is the other one I think I want to pick up and check out and have a good time with. That one's $30 and I'm not there yet. I have a lot on my list, really.
Well, no wonder they sold fucking $600,000 worth of that game. It's fucking $30.
600,000 copies.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, they didn't market it. They just released it and
released it at $30.
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, same price as Minecraft, same price as kind of the same
I guess
price
that's
as
true.
World. $30 is I don't know. $30 apparently for if you look at people's hour counts on that game, that's not even funny. That is insane how much people have invested into Dwarf Fortress. Like I'm talking about thousands. Like that will be an uncommon number you see, or that will be a not so uncommon number that you'd see on the Steam reviews.
Man, I wish I could do that.
Yeah.
That sounds insane.
I mean, I could do 300, 200 on Elden Ring easy, right? But
1,000 on one game.
I mean,
that just came out.
I'm already I mean, it's been slowly coming out for years. It's just full official release was.
Got it. Never mind. Okay.
It was December. Yeah.
Got you.
What I'm looking forward to that's not out, Atomic Heart, which is a week and a half away.
There's a huge controversy with that shit. I didn't want to get into it.
I don't want to get into it either, but I'm still going to be looking at reviews and excited to play it.
Luke doesn't want to get into it, but we know what side he's on. He's going to fucking play that game, dude.
I'm called the Ruski Luke.
No.
I'm not a Russian, but
I'm not a Russian.
I'm not a Russian.
Hey, do we have any Russian fans out there?
I hope so. That'd be kind of cool.
I don't know.
Defect, please. Come hang out with us.
Defect, come and hang out with us over here. Watch our TV shows.
Atomic Heart, super looking forward to.
It looks awesome.
And then also,
and I love the world when they do that.
I do.
You know what I mean? Like when it's anything. Like I
dystopian
like
that?
well, what's the one about the Germans? What was it? Wolfenstein? When it's like alternate histories, it's always super interesting.
Yeah. Alternate dystopian too is super cool.
I'll say my 2 cents about that. I just literally think this game looks fun, and I have no idea what the intentions of any of the people who made it are or whatever, but we've all played games. I mean, if you've played, there's been tons of games that are to me, I don't know if people are calling them propaganda, but everyone makes it from a different perspective. Like, what would happen if? That's what movies are. That's what games are. Like, this is what would happen if.
Yeah.
That's all. You know what I mean? And if people put their own propaganda in there, then that's on you to decide like if it's propaganda or not.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, hopefully people are smart enough to understand the difference between like.
A video game that's just like for literally just
for entertainment than a worldview. But if this is a game that's meant to brainwash us, that's a terrible tactic to waste that much money and time doing that. Hopefully, it's a good game.
Joke's on you. We're already all brainwashed.
Yeah.
By the aliens. They're coming for us. The world is flat.
Joe Byron.
What else? What other controversial things can we say?
Hollow Earth.
Hollow Earth. Lizard people. I'm a lizard person.
All those assassinations were an inside job.
Every single one?
Every single one.
Ever?
Damn. Yep.
That's crazy.
Always an inside job. The last thing I am excited for, and this probably we can close it out, but I think I might have mentioned it last week, is Octopath Traveler 2. Jeez.
But like, why?
Because the first one was amazing.
No, I'm just kidding. I know, it was really good.
So good. The first one was just so good, man. Like, everything about that game I was super excited about.
How come it didn't win Game of the Year?
What?
How come it didn't win Game of the Year?
It was my Game of the Year that came out. 2018?
That's when it came out?
The first one? Yeah.
I thought it was 2002.
No, 2018.
I mean, 2020 is what I meant
to say. No, it's older than that. It was like the second year. I mean, it might have been Steam that year, but it was on Switch in 2018, I think.
Okay.
That was definitely, because it was 2017 was Mario Odyssey. 2018 was Octopath Traveler. 2019 was Neo 2. No, 2019 was Sekiro. 2020 was Neo 2. 2021.
Elden Ring.
No, that's not even, that's 2 years ago. I actually have the list of what the game of the year was 2021.
Oh shit!
Because we did it on the podcast.
While he's pulling that up, another game that I really want to play is Wii
Returnal.
Sports.
Returnal was game of the year 2021. Wii Sports is awesome, and then 2022 was
Elden Ring.
No, Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, and then
not real.
This year will be Dwarf Fortress, which came out last year.
No, knowing you, it'll be the Dwarf Fortress DLC they drop.
I don't know if they're going to drop
Bitch ass,
DLC. It took them 20 years to drop a game already, so.
God. Elden Ring, best game ever made.
Octopath Traveler 2 is going to be great. It's just more of what 1 was, but
that's
more.
Cool.
So I don't think it's going to be anything revolutionary or anything, but.
No, but it's nice when when like a game has like a good
known quantity
vibe and a good, you like the gameplay, and it's like, here is literally more of this story, even if it's not like whoa, but it's like you get to be back in this world, you get to be back with these characters.
I think it's a different
world. And the combat. Oh,
well,
is it?
It's not the same. I don't know, it might be
because it's tactics, right? I never played Octopath.
No,
is it just
not.
basic
it's
RPG?
Take-turn combat.
Okay.
But it's take-turn combat. It has like a system called Break, which is
what is in Engage.
It's similar, but not the same. Yeah, breaking and engage is when you disarm them for your turn, and that's all it is. If you break them in Octopath Traveler, they're out for a whole turn.
You break them in half.
They're out for a whole turn. They take max damage.
Oh shit!
And so but people have different break levels. So this person needs a lot to be broken, or this person needs only one to be broken, one hit, So you got to find the weaknesses. But it's really, really, really cool.
That's kind of cool.
And the way you can combo moves to do like 2 break attacks on them guy at once, or 3 break attacks on a guy at once. You want to gamble a lot in the beginning and then be like kind of more curbed and later on because you use so much up front. It's really, really cool. Really, really cool.
Okay. I'll have to try it out sometime.
Yeah, Jake's got a copy. You can borrow it from him.
Ooh, hear that, Jakey boo?
Yeah, that's it for me. I'm done.
He's done. I'm gonna keep going. So, guys, I will really want to play Sonic Fortress.
That's not what it's called.
Sonic Frontiers.
There it is.
Because someone posted a song or a meme about how the music is like super epic, and I listened to one of the songs,
And it
was like metal. And
Man, I want to play it so
I just
bad.
want to tell you that just that game looks like it sucks ass.
It looks like a 7 out of 10 to me. That's what it looks like.
It looks like a 2 out of 0.
No,
There's
that's
no way.
really good then, though.
Yeah, it is really good.
Infinitely good, which is probably how Sonic fans feel about it.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like.
Is it? Do you? Are there any diehard Sonic fans that like love this game? And am I wrong? This feels like a slap in the face to the franchise.
It's the highest rated Sonic game in a long time.
Is it?
Outside of Sonic Mania, which was not even Sega internal.
Yeah, I know. A fan made it because fans make better games.
Yeah,
Pokemon fans make better games than
the last dude. It's the highest rated Sonic game in a while. Like it's hitting in the 70s, which is like you usually see Sonic in the low 60s or the high 50s. Like Sonic games are not good usually. This is apparently a good
it's
game.
about a little blue hedgehog that runs fast. What the fuck is that shit about?
No, it's because the fans buy any game that comes out and they can get away with this crap.
Same can be said about Pokemon.
Same can be said about Pokemon. Pokemon's quality has been exceedingly higher than Sonic the Hedgehog's over the years.
No,
not even a competition. Even the shitty like Mystery Dungeon games are better than the best Sonic games outside of Dark Brotherhood, Colors, and Frontiers, and maybe Generations. And the 40 other ones they've dropped in the 10 years it's been are all ass.
There's 40. No, what you didn't say Sonic Racers.
So bad.
Dude, the music is the best music in the world.
Actually, it's a fine kart racer. But is it better than Mario Kart?
The music?
No, the game.
I don't know. I don't give a shit. The song.
Is it better than Crash
listen to
Team
that
Racing?
soundtrack. Sonic R on Spotify. Listen to that soundtrack.
There's an argument for Sega Transformed with Sonic, right? But that's
Does
not
he
really
become
what
a
I'm talking about.
transformer? He's like.
No, it's like Sega.
I turned into Spikes or whatever his name
called
is.
Sega
Knuckles.
something Transformed, I think, or whatever. But it's Sega Racers, but the character in front is Sonic the Hedgehog. So, all I'm saying is there's a bunch of shitty Sonic the Hedgehog games out there.
That's fair.
Like
okay.
really bad.
And this one was like rated pretty high.
Much higher than the average has been for them recently.
Oh, what was it? It was
I
like
think in the
60?
70s. No, in this one, 70s. 70s is considered good on Metacritic because anything can knock it. So Breath of the Wild's like a 96, right? Well, that was universally praised, but like there's a handful of reviews that aren't hundreds out there that brought it down, right? And so like Resident Evil.
Can anyone write a review though? Because that's kind of crazy. Like, could I just go on Metacritic and like just tank something, or get like a
throw a
community
user
to do
review
it?
in there? But they're separated out by critic reviews and user
Oh,
reviews.
okay.
So,
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was. Just
Like
curious.
Fire Emblem Engage is like an 81 or an 82 right now.
Yeah, that seems like a fair thing.
It's probably
it's not
appropriate,
perfect, but it's great combat
but it got in 90s a lot. It got a lot of 9s and 10 or a lot of 9s on the board, like it did. And then like the lower ones, like the 70s and the 80s and the 75s, it brought it down. You know,
happens.
It
Happens
does.
to the best
It's
of
fine.
us.
It's totally fine. That's not like a criticism or anything. It's just 70 is not bad. 70 is like considered green, which is like good on the Metacritic scale. Once you're below 70 to the 50, that's yellow. Which is like, okay, take it with a grain of salt. And then once you're below that in the reds, that's when it's bad.
That's when your game's shitty.
Yeah. Like Blue Reflection's like a 71, 72.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. So that's our episode.
That's our episode.
Yeah, that's all we got.
That's all we got. We're out of juice, I think.
Yeah, we all are. It's getting late. We're on hour 4 of well, not hour 4 technically, but hour 4 of being at the studio.
At the studio, which is my garage.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Thank you. Oh, sorry.
I was going to say, welcome to Joel's ASMR radio.
Okay. Well, so thank you so much for tuning in, and sorry for that. Keep in touch with us. Add us on Instagram.
You want them to do what to us?
On there. Keep touching us. We're sorry. Oh, God.
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. YouTube followers, thank you so much. Share,
hit
rate,
that like
subscribe.
button. We need to say this in the beginning. There's no way that you're still here.
Yeah, that's true. We did deviate pretty hard in this one.
Subscribe, give us a little thumbie up, and we appreciate you. We love you. And then if you're on just Spotify, then please give us a little ratey and give us a kiss.
So how many reviews do we have on Spotify?
23 or 4.
Yeah, keep adding to that. We need more than that, guys. Please. Thank you.
Pretty please.
We could use more than that.
Goal would be trying to be
24.
50
Yeah.
if possible.
Get some notoriety.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a good word. Get some...
No, it gives some notoriety. It just helps. So, like, if people are like, hey, what's a good anime podcast? It literally just helps us go...
Yeah.
Be like in like the top 10 list. You know what I'm saying? So
get us there.
Yeah, we would just love the help.
All right.
We love you guys.
Yep.
Bye.